Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the earnings conference call of Indian Metals and Ferro Alloys Limited, arranged by Veritas Reputation. At this moment, all participant lines are in the listen-only mode. Later, we will conduct a question and answer session. At that time, if you have a question, please press star and 1 on your touchtone keypad. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Aryan Rana from Veritas Reputation. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thanks, Sigma. Good evening to all of you. We extend our warm welcome and gratitude to all of you for joining us today on this earnings conference call for Indian Metals and Ferro Alloys Limited. I am Aryan Rana, your host for this session, and I am delighted to guide you through the various developments we have in store as we delve into the financial results for the quarter concluding on September 30, 2023. It brings us great pleasure to share that Impal's market valuation has surged by nearly 50% in the last half of the year. For the discussed earnings quarter, Impal successfully crossed the INR 2,000 crore market capitalization milestone, presently standing at approximately INR 2,370 crores. This milestone reaffirms Impal's prominent standing as India's leading fully integrated manufacturer of superior ferrochrome in the metals and mining industry. Alongside ferrochrome production and sales, the company also offers fly ash bricks and lower density aggregates. Our reach extends to key global markets including Korea, China, Japan, and Taiwan, fortified by robust relationships with our core clientele. Impal, established in 1961, is headquartered in Bhubaneswar, India. We have already shared the detailed financial results on our company website and the stock exchanges, and also mailed it to you and shared with you on the WhatsApp messages. However, a note of caution, our discussions may contain forward-looking statements that are contingent upon both known and unknown risks, uncertainties, and various factors. To provide you with a comprehensive overview of our Q2 financial performance and to address any queries you may have, we are honored to have esteemed members of our management team present today. Mr. Prem Khandelwal, our CFO and Company Secretary, Mr. Vijayananda Mohapatra, our Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Deepak Mohanty, overseeing the Ferro Alloys Business Unit, Mr. Binoy Agarwala, heading the Power Business Unit, and Mr. Sandeep B. Narde, in charge of the Metals, Mines and Business Unit. Our agenda for today begins with a concise summary of Q2 financial performance for the quarter ended September 30, 2023, and subsequently we will open the floor for Q&A session, offering you the opportunity to engage directly with our management team. Without any further delay, I now turn the call over to Mr. Prem Khandelwal, our CFO and Company Secretary, to lead us through the financial highlights. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Aryan. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you to the second quarter FY24 earnings call. The results for the second quarter has been much better, with the PAT surging from 18 crore to almost 90 crore, and EBITDA going up from 79 crore to 162 crore. Mainly on account of the lower cost, the cost of production has gone down from 82,115 rupees per ton to 72,861 rupees per ton. However, the price has also gone down, but not so much, from 1,15,000 to almost 1,10,000. For the half year also, the results are much better. The profit after tax has gone up to 200 crore compared to 151 crore. The production and sales numbers, production has gone up from 61,000 to 67,000 tons. Power generation has gone up from 275 million units to 296 million units, and chrome ore production has gone up from 79,000 tons to 1,34,000 tons. The price reason I have already mentioned. It has gone down from 1,15,000 to 1,10,000, and cost of production has gone down from 82,000 to 73,000. With this, we can start the Q&A session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. We take the first question from the line of Mr. Aditya Rathi from Equitas Investments. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you for considering questions, sir. Sir, I wanted just a little clarification on what are we expecting in terms of cost per ton in next quarter and reasons pertaining to it.
Aditya, cost for the next quarter may be more or less same, although there will be some reduction on coke cost, but there will be some increase on power cost. So I think for the next quarter also, cost is more or less likely to be remain same at this level.
Okay. And sir, what about the realization as compared to this quarter for next quarter?
That would be very difficult to give at this moment. We will come to know at the end of the quarter only, because we are selling 60-70% on long term, but another 30 to 40% we are selling on a spot basis.
Right.
The blended will come to know after the end of the quarter only.
But just a wild guess or directional guidance towards where we see it going.
I think it should be more or less in line with the second quarter.
In line with second quarter?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you. That's it, sir. That's it from my end. Thank you so much.
Okay, right.
Thank you, sir. We take the next question from the line of Kaushal Kedia from Wolford PMS. Please go ahead, sir.
Sir, any update on the money that you received from GSPM?
Sorry, I didn't get you. Money? Hello, I have some noise in the background.
Hello, Mr. Kaushal. Sir, there's some background noise from your line, sir. Could you please? Yeah, please go ahead. Hello, Mr. Kaushal. Sir, it looks like the line for the current question is disconnected. We move on to the next question from the line of Ashraf Patel from Molecule Ventures PMS. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you for the opportunity. Very good evening, Premji and the entire team. Congratulations on the excellent set of numbers despite very soft demand, stainless steel demand at Chinese end. So, sir, my question is that our anticipated cost of production for the result which you have posted, which is Q2, was around 78,000 tons, right, per ton. But you have mentioned in the opening remark that it is 72,000 per ton. So I just wanted clarity on those lines.
No, 72,000 is the cost of production also. And
okay, for this 72,000 is for Q2.
Q2,
right?
Q2, yeah.
Okay.
861 crore, 861 rupees per ton is the cost of production. And what you are mentioning is the cost of goods sold, which is around 76,000.
Oh, okay. And what would be the realization for Q2?
Q2 realization is 110,000.
Okay, 110,000.
Yes.
You are, sir, also considering the other income part of it in this realization?
No, this is the prime realization I am talking about.
Okay.
Other income is separate.
Okay, and we expect around 2,000 to 3,000 per ton of reduction in the COP for Q3, right?
That is on the coke front, but
okay.
There might be some marginal increase on the power front.
Okay, got it. And sir, next question is that we have, day before yesterday only we announced that RWOS, which is Utkal C, would get amalgamated in the parent entity. So I just wanted to understand that transaction because historically that was only 80% owned by the parent entity and the remaining 20% was not with parent entity. So when we receive this 400 plus crore amount, whatever it comes out to be, so what exactly does the parent entity get? Do they get the entire 100% of it or they will get the 80% of it?
No, you see, this money will have to be paid to INFA because we have extended the loan to UCL.
Okay.
The amount to be first repaid to INFA interest. And if anything else is left, then that will be distributed among shareholders.
Okay. Or in their equal proportion of ownership.
Sorry?
In the equal proportion of ownership. In their proportion of ownership.
Yes,
okay.
yes. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, sir. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on the touchtone telephone. We take the next question from the line of Mr. Saket Kapoor from Kapoor & Company. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, namaskar, sir, and thank you for the opportunity. Yes. Sir, you mentioned about lower metallurgical coke prices. As earlier also, in the earlier calls also it was mentioned that it is booked and it has the benefit has a lag effect of 2 quarters. So up to quarter, I think so quarter 4 तक आपने बताया कि the lower price benefits would prevail. What are the current price trends for the metallurgical coke, sir?
It has gone up after that. Whatever tonnage we have booked after that, the last tonnage what we have booked is at $340 as compared to $316, the lowest whatever we have booked.
Okay. So this 316 is in transit, and this will be consumed sometimes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th quarter.
3rd and 4th quarter, and for the 1st quarter.
Are you able to speak now?
Yeah. Actually, it will be mostly consumed in the last 4th quarter.
Okay, and for Q1 next financial year, we have booked it for 340. That should be
5 around.
Yeah. Sir, for the thermal coal, I think so last quarter also आपने mention किया था कि the variable cost will go up because of in this quarter, I mean quarter 2, because of some maintenance, plant maintenance and all. I think what have been the per unit cost, sir, for us for.
Variable cost per unit for the 2nd quarter was 4 rupees.
Okay.
As compared to
that cost will be booked in now in quarter 3. We have already taken the shutdown then, but cost will come in Q3.
Okay. So the 4 rupees was the cost for Q2, and it will go up to 450 present for Q3.
Not 450, around 415, 15.
Sir, if we is it feasible to split the cost of 72,861 rupees between contribution from metallurgical coke and thermal coal or power for 1 ton?
Saket, those details I don't think it's appropriate to give those details here in the call.
No issue, sir. I will take it separately. But coming to my point about the greenfield project, sir, what is any other further current update, or are the things in the process, in the pipeline?
I would request Vijayan to answer that.
This renewable power, round-the-clock power, is a hybrid power of solar and wind. We have signed up the term sheet with a party, and we'll go for power purchase agreement and shareholding this one. And the generation will be in between April 25 to June 25. They will start giving power to us, and the capacity is 50 megawatt with the availability factor of 80%.
I think he's asking about the Kalinganagar project.
Yes, I was anyway, sir. But when you are dwelling with that 30 megawatt, that will be for the existing facility for infra.
No, this is for Kalinganagar we are talking about.
Okay, the greenfield also, the green power energy agreement is also for the Kalinganagar.
Yes.
Okay.
And not only for Kalinganagar, it is a Kalinganagar for as well as for Ferro Valley. We'll push some our captive power from here also, Panchorwar, thermal power plant.
Okay. Sir, if we take our earlier conversation for the quarter 1, we were looking for more or less similar numbers for the entire year. But with quarter 2 performance, and I think so what our MD also commented in a interview just an hour earlier, we are looking for, as of now, a similar set of performance even for H2. So we can now, we are confident now that the H1 and H2 may be on similar line. Earlier we were looking for.
No, Saket, we can't comment on these numbers. It is just a guess. You have to estimate the numbers. So we can't comment on that.
Correct, sir. Sir, can you explain me the reason for expected credit loss of 21 crore that we have booked in the cash flow, sir? The reason why and last year also there was this credit loss was there.
No, I need to check that one. I don't have the numbers readily available with me.
Okay. One more question from cash flow part is, sir, on the income tax paid, we paid around 53 crore, sir, for the first half. So this 53 crore is on the only income for this financial year, or prepaid tax item is also there? If you look into my questions, I can get them answered later on also. But if you have handy, please.
No, I don't have the numbers handy with me. Need to check.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'll just join the queue.
Okay, right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ashish Kejriwal from Nuvama Wealth Management. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, thanks for the opportunity. Good evening, everyone. Sir, my question is on this Utkal C mine. What is the status on that? Because what we understand is that the other party has already gone ahead and they are removing the overburden, and coal is going to come by December also. So because we have not been paid yet, so what is the status over there, and what actions we can take in order to receive that money?
See, these two things are separate, Ashish. Getting money and operating mines are totally different.
Okay.
The vesting order has been issued, so they are the owner of the mines now. Okay. And as far as money is concerned, that is a separate transaction which is being dealt with by nominated authority. Okay, so they have to pay to nominated authority, they in turn will pay to us. So there is no link between the operation of the mine and the payment of compensation.
Okay. So where the status now, sir? Because last time we thought that it should be within a week.
Yeah, status remains the same. We are still waiting for the final order of nominated authority. The meeting held on 13th of October, they said within 7 to 10 days they are going to issue final orders, but still they have not issued the same. And we are waiting for the final order.
Okay. So we can't do anything. We just have to wait for the final order.
Unfortunately, that is the provision in the law. So we have to wait for the final order. After that, only any action can be taken.
Sure. And so secondly, when you are giving the numbers of cost of goods sold as well as realization, but when we calculate our realization from the P&L, the revenue and volume number which you give, it seems that ferro alloy realization is something like 1,01,000, whereas this 1,10,000.
That is the average realization you are talking about, Ashish. I gave you the number of prime realization. We have a substandard sale also.
Okay,
so whatever number you are giving is average realization for prime and substandard.
Okay. So is there any change in the product mix in this quarter as compared to last quarter?
No, there is no change in the product mix, because but whatever price you get in the market, that is for prime.
Okay.
So if you have to compare apple to apple, then you need to compare with the prime realization only.
Okay. So you mean to say that 110 is the prime one, and obviously substandard could be much low. So is it possible to give the mix between your prime and substandard?
It varies quite a lot every quarter. It depends on what kind of chrome content is there. Deepak, could you elaborate on that?
No. Normally, when you produce ferrochrome, you generate prime and substandard, which is substantially different than the prime product, which goes at a very low price because you cannot keep everything inside the plant and you have to sell it out. So for that reason, and there is a limited market and all, so depending upon situation and all, we sell those things. So if you add that, normally it's around 6 to 7% of the total production, that kind of material.
Okay. So you mean to say when we are selling 67,000, around 6 to 7% is substandard and rest is prime?
Sometimes. It depends. Sometimes we don't sell, sometimes we sell it based on the requirement of people, those who use that and all, so it depends.
Okay. And in terms of cost also, when we say 73,000, is it somewhat different from what we get? Because ultimately we are getting the EBITDA per ton, which is around 22,000 rupees per ton, but the number which has been shared, that seems no EBITDA per ton should be much higher.
No, cost we derive by the prime production only.
Right.
So when you are talking about the 73,000 rupees per ton, that is cost of the prime.
Yes, yes.
And substandard, obviously, that is subsumed in that. We don't have into extra cost in that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just look into the math and maybe I'll get back to you, sir, on that.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And sir, lastly on Greenfield project, have we ordered our long gestation period machineries, that 1 lakh ton?
Bijan?
Yes, we have gone for the long-term main is the furnace transformer. This have already ordered and expected to reach at site by December 24. The other things are on the process of operation, which will be majorly done by November and December of this year.
So when we are expecting our first commercial production to start from the new one?
As on date, we are expecting in the month of May, June of 25. Commission.
Okay, sir. Thank you and all. And sir, lastly, if you can share your net cash position at the end of second quarter, that will be helpful.
Net cash position at the second quarter is around 449 crore.
This is cash?
Yes.
And what about gross debt, which include working capital? I understand.
That is around 350 crore.
350 crore. Okay.
Yes.
And I think we don't have any long-term debt.
No, we don't have any long-term debt.
Sure. So roughly net cash is our 100 crore.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you.
And all the best.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from the line of Joe Shah from 7 Seas. Please go ahead, sir.
When you mentioned that we are waiting for the final order of nominated authorities regarding Utkal C compensation. Now, is it that this KSPA has to accept this final order, or again they can go for litigation, they can take us to court and waste our time and everybody's time? And is there any, suppose they go to court, then again we should be entitled to some compensation for the late receipt of the compensation. So 470 crores, suppose they delayed by 1 year, we should have 50 crore rupees, 12% per annum. We should have some compensation. So what is your idea about this? Because we are worried about the delay happening.
Oh, very difficult to comment on that.
Okay.
Jatinder Bhai, because I don't know what they are going to do.
Right.
It depends on after getting the final order, we'll come to know what are the action plan. So we can't comment on that.
Sure. And what about the? Okay. Let us wait for this final order.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Deepak, one question for you. We are all worried about the China, very slow market in China. So do you think that in 6 months' time, say from April 2024, April-May 2024, there should be improvement in Chinese market? We are expert in this subject. So please let us know your views.
So I think nobody can predict from now what will be in the first quarter of next year.
Right.
But however, they need to stabilize. They are in certain kind of crisis at the moment, mainly based from the real estate side. So things need to settle, and there are many other factors which can change the scenario immediately. So that's why, but we should always hope that things should come to proper perspective and things should move on well. So infrastructure and more depend on our Indian development also.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Right.
Thank you, sir. The next question is from the line of Aditya Rathi from Equitas Investments. Please go ahead, sir.
Sir, continuing the Utkal C allotment, as far as I remember, last time we spoke and you said that until and unless they pay us the money, they can't start operating in the mine. And I just said in the JSPL report that they'll probably start it by November of this year. So do we expect to receive the money around it before it? What do we expect? What is our outlook towards it?
No, as I said, we are waiting for the final order of nominated authority. It all depends on that.
And that means that they can still start it without paying us.
They can, as per the law, they can start the operations because the mines have been vested to them now.
Okay. And sir, when will the order come?
That we are also waiting for last 15 days. So it's a government machinery. Very difficult to predict any timeline for that.
There's still any
No guess there.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next question is from the line of Mr. Rakesh Roy from Omkara Capital. Please go ahead, sir.
Hi, sir. So my first question regarding China, sir. So China recently, sir, announced 1 trillion, sir, this one is stimulus for 24. Any comment on this one?
Actually, it's not very clear. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. That's my question is, China government recently announced nearby 1 trillion RMB for infrastructure. So in that case, sir, China demand will improve. Your view, sir?
Yes, if it really helps, because you must be aware, two major infrastructure developers, Evergrande and Country Garden, they were struggling with heavy debt. And that has put them back, and real estate is not. And infrastructure in that real estate, lot of still issues also. So if that comes to proper thing, I think it will go up.
Okay. So in that, sir, our realization also improved for CY24.
Pardon?
So if steel demand will improve in China, in that case, in our realization, chrome realization also increase, sir. Can we assume?
No, we as already Mr. Khandelwal has informed that we sell in 30 to 35% maximum in the spot basis. So in those, it will naturally, if the prices go up, realization will go up. But other measure we work on quarterly or long-term pricing kind of thing. So for this quarter, there should not be much change, but it depends on how that 30-40% spot funds.
Just I'm saying for FY25, sir. For FY25 onward, sir.
Nobody can tell what will be. You don't know. Now this Israel conflict is going on.
Yes, sir.
It can affect many things. Even the World Bank prediction is barrel rate can go up to $150.
Okay.
So if who knows how it will pan out, how it will be. There are many. That's why I told in the previous. There are many factors which can affect. If something happens in South Africa, things will change in the top of a hat only immediately. So there are many issues, but we should be forward-looking and positive.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for my sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, if you wish to ask a question, you may press star and 1 on your touchtone phone. We take the next question from the line of Mr. Saket Kapoor from Kapoor and Company. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, for the 65% of our sales is long term. So how have the benchmark cent-wise been trending for this quarter and versus last quarter?
So benchmark has gone up by 2 cents. So basically it was 151, now it has become 153, but with a discount to actual operations happening. So there is an increase in slight minor increase in the benchmark related prices.
Sir, I missed your discount part. Can you repeat your statement once again?
No, I told $1.51 per pound of chromium was the declared benchmark price for Q2, and for Q3 it is $1.53 per pound of chromium. So basically, but normal actual transactions does not take place at that. with a discount to that it operates. So accordingly, but since the prices have gone up marginally, even our long-term prices also have gone marginally.
Okay. And sir, what are the current spot prices for the month of October? How are the ferrochrome prices trending?
No, actually, if you spot price, if you talk about China, it is the major price, it was around 94 cents. But October, but in November it has gone down a little bit, 92, 93 cents rupees. Domestically also it has been at the moment around 110 rupees, 110. So which has also gone down recently. But things can change anytime because these are not viable rates for any producer.
But we are hovering in the range of 110,000 to that vicinity.
In the domestic market, that is it.
Okay. And 35% of the sales are determined by these prices only.
Yeah, domestic as well as spot in China and other places.
Okay. So when we heard Mr. Pandya today in the conference, in a media interview, he did spoke about that Kalinganagar unit will be designed closer to the hub of stainless steel, and we will be focusing more on the domestic demand since we are now the size of the economy for the country is now moving up. So do we see a change in trend on our buyers going ahead as that has not been the case earlier? We have already been an export-oriented unit dependent on export as the main selling, but the comments were different. So what's the thought process on the new capacity that we are setting up, and who will be the buyers? How are we plan to sell the expanded capacity?
Actually, you see, expanded capacity, we are looking for new horizons. We are not in the planning to increase our involvement at the present areas. Mostly we will see, but as the domestic demand is expected to go up, naturally we will cater more to domestic if that is potential, and mostly because the ferrochrome prices remain in line with the world trend. So I don't think we'll have to look for other geographies if there is a demand in the domestic market. It all depends on how the domestic market and how is the requirement. Based on that, naturally we have to cater.
And the short point was that is there any incremental demand from the existing customers, or how is the commitment from your long-term contracts are? Do you have that offtake agreement revision, say 2 years down the line from where it's like POSCO takes 7,000 per month? So that gets revised to 10 or any other figure? Anything on that timeline that we have, or this is the quantity that is continuous?
No, we have opportunity because of our quality and timely delivery and everywhere, wherever we are supplied, but we are looking for new geographies and spread in our marketing strategies.
Okay, sir. And sir, I also congratulate the board for the interim dividend part, that too on the higher side at 7.50 rupees. Although, sir, paying dividend to investors and also promoters being the largest shareholder, the tax incidence part is significantly higher since it is the tax on recipient. But whereas considering buyback would have been more tax efficient way of distributing cash to the investing community. So would request to deliberate on buyback also as a medium to distribute cash, although we know that a large capex is in the annual, but still that would also give a very different message also in terms of the valuation at which our stock is trading. So that was my understanding and my submission. And all the best to the team.
Yes, Saket, we have dealt with this point several times, and
yes,
the management view is very clear that buyback is not a viable option at the moment for us.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir. We take the next question from the line of Joy Shah from 7 Seas. Please go ahead.
Deepak, I understand that there is power problem in South Africa, which is making ferrochrome production in South Africa difficult and expensive. But there is no disturbance of exports of UG2 to China. So unless and until there is a disturbance of chrome or export to China, we cannot expect Chinese cost of production to go up and ferrochrome to be in short supply in China. So what is your take on UGT export from South Africa to China?
No, that really cannot, I cannot comment directly. But it all, there, you might have seen there is an appreciation in South African currency rand, while there is a depreciation in Chinese currency. So if Chinese South African currency appreciates, naturally the UG2 prices will go up.
Right.
But how it pans out and all, how stable it is, it all to be seen. Nobody can predict at the moment.
Okay. And then one more question for you. I understand that boundary wall for Kalinganagar project, the construction of boundary wall will start around December 23. What is your target?
Bijan, would you answer that?
Sorry. Actually, we are supposed to start the boundary wall in the month of October, but in October month, it got delayed because of puja and some friction among the contractors. So hopefully, we are expecting that boundary wall, the mid of the November will start.
Very good. All the best. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ashish Kejriwal from Nuvama Wealth Management. Please go ahead, sir.
Thanks for the opportunity again. Sir, I was just trying to calculate the number, but I was unable to do that, so please help me in that. You said 110,000 is a prime product price, and you said that the cost was something like 72,000. Even cost of goods sold is around 76,000. So, which means you are saying around 34,000 rupees per ton is EBITDA which we are generating on our prime product.
Ashish, let me stop you there. I said cost of goods sold. I didn't tell you the EBITDA cost. EBITDA cost is 78,000.
So what is the difference between this EBITDA cost and this 76,000?
There are impact of changes in inventory, and there are unallocable expenses also there in CHQ, our head office.
Okay.
So those costs will also get added there. So EBITDA cost, if you calculate EBITDA, then EBITDA cost is 78,000.
Okay. So let it be 78,000 also. Then 110,000 minus 78,000 is your 32,000 should be the EBITDA per ton for prime products. Assuming that prime.
No. Average. You just said average is 1,01,000.
No. You said average is a prime.
Prime realization is 1,10,000, but our average realization is 1,01,000 because we have sold some substandard material also.
Understood, sir. So what I was trying to look.
If you are dividing direct sales from tonnage, then you won't get this number.
No. What I am trying to do is that we said that normally 6% is our substandard project. So even if we assume 10% was there, then also I was trying to look at EBITDA calculation for our prime product. So suppose 67,000, out of that 10% is your substandard, so roughly 60,000 should be our prime. Then if I am trying to calculate that 60,000 with your 32,000 rupees per ton, then also my number comes to be closer to 200 crore. As we have reported 150 crore. I am not calculating any substandard project profitability also if it happens. So I'm just trying to get that maths in right order. Or I can ask you offline also.
There are a lot of other components also. You go through the results, you'll come to know. You need to add everything there.
Okay. I think I can take it offline then.
Yeah. You take it offline. You need to rework it again because there are other incomes, there are other expenses also, which need to be taken into account for calculating EBITDA.
So when we are saying 78,000, we are not including other expenses in that.
So 78,000, we are including all the expenses, barring finance and depreciation.
So that's what I was asking, sir, because 78 is above EBITDA, 110 is above EBITDA, so difference is 32,000. And
no, you're not getting the point.
Okay, I'll take it offline then, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. We take the next follow-up question from the line of Mr. Saket Kapoor from Kapoor and Company. Please go ahead, sir.
So when we look at this employee benefit expenses of 51 crore, does the commission into profit being factored for the MD and the KMPs?
Yes.
Right. That's all from my side, and thank you, and sir, wishing the entire team, sir, should be public. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for the day. I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Abhishek Sawant for closing comments. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Dear all, your presence on this conference call today has been greatly appreciated. We have had the opportunity to delve into Infa's future growth strategies and how we plan to navigate through these challenging times. Our optimism for the growth journey ahead, not only within India, but also in other regions, is unwavering. On behalf of the company's esteemed board of directors and dedicated management team, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for your active participation in today's call. Your interest and insightful questions have been a valuable contribution to our disclosure. Should you have any further inquiries or regional additional information, please do not hesitate to reach out to us, or you can also contact my colleague Aryan Rana at aryan.rana@veritasreputation.com. We remain at your service to address any queries you may have. Once again, thank you for being a part of this conference call. We eagerly anticipate a promising future and continued growth together. Wishing you all a very happy Diwali and a wonderful year ahead.
Thank you. On behalf of Indian Metals and Ferro Alloys Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you.
Thank you.